Good morning to one and all. Today we are going to discuss about the electronic spreadsheet. So myself Naveen Kumar working as a vocational trainer. Electronic spreadsheet. So now we are going to learn about LibreOffice electronic spreadsheet. In our daily life or workplace, we have to perform various calculations. Various methods are used depending on the nature of calculations. We use our fingers or mental calculation to perform simple calculations and use a calculator for longer calculations. In science and engineering, scientific calculations are used to perform complex calculation. Spreadsheet application is tool which is used to perform all kinds of calculations easily and accurately. So, in this session, we are going to learn these 7 topics, starting a LibreOffice Calc, parts of Calc window, entering data, formatting the worksheet, speeding up data entry, referencing, creating of charts using spreadsheet. So, these topics we are going to learn under this electronic spreadsheet. So, So yes, introduction of a spreadsheet. Some of the most popular spreadsheet softwares are available: Microsoft Excel, LibreOffice Calc, OpenOffice Calc, Apple Inc numbers. So these are the most software offered. There are various types of spreadsheet applications developed by the various software corporations. So now we are discussing LibreOffice Calc. Right. So starting a LibreOffice Calc. So we had two methods how to open our LibreOffice. So if we had a LibreOffice Calc icon on the desktop, simply you can double click that and it will be open, or otherwise you can go for the startup menu and search the LibreOffice application and then click for the Calc. And from the left side of the image you can be clearly observe that. So LibreOffice 5.4 is there. Within that, I had selected the LibreOffice Calc for entering the choosing the spreadsheet. From the right hand side of the image, you can observe that that was the empty document. It will be opened. So these are the empty documents. You can observe very clearly on that picture. Quick access toolbar is on the top of the document, title bar and control buttons. From the bottom, worksheet navigation, sheet tab, status bar and zoom control panel. And the body of the spreadsheet, we had a ribbon and then content pane. So in that ribbon, different tools are there, and within that worksheet we had several things, just like that: name box, insert function, formula bar, column heading, formatting toolbar and then a row heading. Right. So by default each sheet can have a maximum of 1 lakh 10,48,576 rows and 1024 columns. In general, we can remember that 10 to the power of 10 is a column and 10 to the power of 20 is the rows. So yes, before going to that session, what is meant by the title bar? The title bar located at the top shows the name of the current spreadsheet. When the spreadsheet is newly created, its name is Untitled X, where X is a number. The first created spreadsheet takes the name as Untitled 1, second is Untitled 2 and so on. And next, toolbar. The Calc opens with a standard and formatting toolbar at the top of the workspace by default. This toolbar provided a wide range of common commands and functions. Placing the mouse cursor over any icon, display a small box called a tooltip. It gives a brief explanation of the icon function. Name box. Name box shows the cell reference. For example, we had a you observe there that numeric value will be there in the left left hand side, 1 2 3 4 and so on, and then top of the horizontal places A B C D and so on. So those called as a horizontal and then vertical. So the horizontal as the rows and vertical as a columns. Alphabets will be columns and numeric values will be the rows. So simply I said that A1, so you observe the A1 is there. So A1 in the sense A column and first row, right? Okay. So function wizard. So search the function from the listed of available functions. Already few functions are available in our spreadsheet. You can retrieve that function name by using in front of the equal to sign. Next we are moving for the worksheet. The worksheet is in Calc is also referred to a spreadsheet. The spreadsheet can have many sheets. Each sheet can have many individual cells arranged in row and columns. The sheet tab shows its default name: sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. Right, active cell. So active cell is nothing but in a spreadsheet, cell is the place where we enter the data. Before entering any data in the cell, it has to first selected by placing the cursor on it. When we position the mouse cursor on cell, it gets the selected and is ready to take data from user. This selected or active cell is called as active cell. So it is always highlighted with a thick border, right? So as I said the previous slide, how to open it, how many types are there? Two. If we had a icon, spreadsheet icon in our desktop, you can just double click on it and then it will be open an empty document, or otherwise you can search the menu and LibreOffice application and LibreOffice Calc. And next we are discussing about the save, how to save our document. So simply on the top of the document, you observe that floppy disk. So you can click that floppy disk, it will be saved, or otherwise you can search the file, and within that file we observe the save option will be there, and you can click the save. It will be asked the location where we are going to save. So that's called as a path directory. We need to remember our path directory where the file is existed. And close. So the close is when our completion of the work, we have to close our document. So on the top right hand side of the document, you observe that minimize, maximize, and then cross symbol will be there. So you can simply click that cross symbol, it will be closed, or otherwise you can go for the file and the close symbol is close is available, and just click the close. Now we are discussing about the range of cell. So yes, a range of cell. So simply we can discuss this as a column range and a row range, and row and column range. A block of adjustment cell in a worksheet which is highlighted or selected is called as a range of cell. So the column range is a number of cells spread across the column. The cell address is represented by single column letter and multiple row number in a sequence. In this example, the column letter C is constant with row varying from 2 to 7. The range of the cell starts in C2 and ends in C7. Yes, so the first of the image you observe there. And next, the row range. The row range is the number of cell spread across over the row. The cell address is represented by single row number with the column varying from B to D column. The range of the cell starts in B3 and ends in the D3. This range of the cell consisting of the cells namely B3, C3, D3, and it is represented by B3 is to D3. Okay, right. So, and then last one, a row and column range. The row and column range is the number of cells spreads across the row and column. This range is the matrix with the number of rows and number of columns. In this example, the range starts in the B2 and ends in the C7. This range of the cell consisting of cell from B2 to B7 and cells from the C2 to C7. The range is represented by B2 is to C7, right? So we need to remember the note. The control key is used to select more than one range of the cell in a worksheet. To control key is marked as a CTRL on the keyboard. Okay, right. So now we are moving for the entering data into a spreadsheet. So in this topic we are going to discuss about the label, values and formulae. So you can clearly observe the pictures whatever I insert in the. So the picture one, you observe labels are there and then values will be there, and the bottom of the picture we had a formulas. So values. To enter any data on a worksheet, practically in the cell, it is request to select the cell. Cell can be selected by the positioning the pointer in a cell. The data to be entered can be label, value or formula. So label is any text entered by using the keyboard. It may combine with the letters, numbers and special symbol. By default, the labels are left aligned and by default the values will be the right alignment. Though, so you observe the image. I kept that telephone numbers are there. The telephone numbers are by defaultly aligned by the right alignment, and whatever the text I had entered in that image, it will be in the left alignment. By default the text will be the left alignment, and then numbers will be the right alignment. A boolean expression will be in the center alignment. Okay, right. So observe the note here. The value do not display the preceding 0. If any value preceding by 0, then the first letter 0 is not displayed. When the data is value, to show a preceding 0, a data type has to be specified as a text. So we had a data types just like that, text and numbers, date and time, and followed by the currency. So you observe the very clearly here a 4.9 image, right? So you can modify the data type in the text. It will be appear in the 0 value in front of the number. Okay, so now I'm moving to the mathematical operations used in a formula. So these are the mathematical operations available in that spreadsheet. So simply that addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and then exponentation power. But we had a rule how to calculate the mathematical functions. So in general we can call it as a BODMAS rule. So here the first we have to calculate the whatever the values will be in that parenthesis. It means that brackets. So the first is in the brackets, second is the exponent, third is division and multiplication, fourth is plus and minus. So I had given that example. So 4 minus 5 plus 6 exponentation 2 minus 10 open bracket, 10 minus 2 close bracket plus 4. So by observing the slide, we had two values of answers. So first one is the 21 and second one is the 31. So which one is correct? Yes. So you need to observe the note. The order of the evaluation can be changed by using bracket. The expression within the brackets are evaluated first. So we have to follow the procedure whatever the instruction we had. So for this explanation I am going to show a spreadsheet. I am taking that hyperlink and simply observe here, right, mathematical function. So I had value here, whatever the kept it in our slide. Simply I am using the is equal to sign before. Why I am using the is equal to sign means, so if we can't take it as a is equals to, it can be take it that value, anything value will be on text. If we use the is equal to sign, it will be calculated as a formula. So yes, 4 minus 5 and plus 6 exponentation 2 minus open bracket 10 minus 2 close bracket plus 4. Okay, the value is 31, right? Yes, yes my dear. Okay, so the value is, exact value is 31, right? So next, uses of function do calculations. So we had a functions and formulas. So functions are predefined, already existed in that spreadsheet. So you can observe these two methods. So I need to add the total cost of the stock register. So by using the function and by using the formula. So by using the formula, I need to enter the each and every cell addresses of the total cost. And by using the function, it's simply I using the function sum function, and I need to define the range of that cost, and it will be the appear the answer. So in previous slides we discussed that column range and row range, mixed range, column and row range, right? So in here the range D22 is to D7 is the column range. So you can have to remember this function and formula. Functions are already predefined in that spreadsheet, and inserting the column and row. So by observing the previous slide, here the total cost is there, right? So I need to insert unit price. After that I need to add another column. That column, how I need to insert the column? So observe the very clearly inserting a column in this spreadsheet. We need to identify the sheet tab. Within that sheet tab, insert column will be there. If we need to insert before the left side of the column or that after the right side of the column, we had two options are there, and you can click that simultaneously whatever the requirement, followed by the rows also, above and below of that rows. So you need to identify the sheet, insert the columns and left, and simultaneously sheet, insert a row and row or above or below. So you can insert these insert command. And next we are moving for the commonly used basic functions in calc. So these are the functions, already predefined functions are there, I said. So sum will be add the values contained in the range of cell. So average, find out the average of the value contained in the range of the cell. Max, find out the largest value contained in the range of cell. Min, so find out the smallest value contained in a range of cell. Count, the count of the cell within a range of the cell. So you have to remember these syntax. So whatever the function we are going to recall it, you need to assign the is equals to before of the function. So we cannot insert the is equals to, that entire syntax converted into the text data type. So we have to remember the is equal to sign to before we need to recall the functions. Okay, after the open bracket and close bracket, these in between that we had a entered cell range. Okay, right. Next, formatting tools. So we had a different type of formatting tools are there. So these are the formatting tools I observe here. So font size, and then bold, italic, underline, left alignment, center alignment, right alignment, and increasing decimal places, decreasing decimal places. So these are the uh, formatting tools. Now we are moving to the using dialog boxes formatting tool values. So as I said the previous slides, data type, right? So text, number, date. So as I said, right? So yes, now we are discussing very clearly the formatting cell dialog box in the toolbar can be used to find more about formatting a cell or range of a cell. You can open this formatting cell dialog box by pressing the shortcut key Ctrl plus 1. If we press both Ctrl plus 1, it display a 4.2 figure observing here date. So within that you need to observe the number, percentage, currency, date, time. So whatever the data type you required, you can take that one, and you observe very clearly to the second image, mobile number and after formatting. So before that the mobile number is it was a value a number data type. So we need to insert the before 0, we need to take it as a text. Okay, and next increasing and decreasing of decimals by using the option dialog box. Next, inserting a date and time. These are the various formats data types are available in the spreadsheet. Next, we are moving for speeding up data entry. Yes, this is the most important topic in the spreadsheet. The most important available of spreadsheet is drag and drop the content one cell to another by using the mouse. Calci include several other tools for automating input, especially of a representative task. They include the file tool, a section list, and the ability to input information into multiple sheets of the same document. So using the fill handle, so you observe the first image, the bordered bottom of the border, we had a red square shape there. So you need to take that place to the mouse and you simply drag that one. It's called as a fill handle. Okay, right. The calcium fill handle tool is used to fill the next cell, to fill a drag within the next predefined values. Okay, so observe clearly these pictures. So as I will take to the spreadsheet by showing that. Right. So yes, speeding of the data, right? So see here, already predefined data will be there in that spreadsheet. So simply go for the bottom of that active cell and simply drag that one. So automatically the values will be displayed, right? Okay, right. And then month names also available there. Okay, right. And number series. These are the natural number. I am taking as a fill handle to drag that one. I am simply dragging that one. And next, even numbers, right? You are observing here, right? So it was increasing the even numbers. And next, odd numbers. Okay. Yes. Yes. So uh, by using this fill handle, we can reduce the time loss. Okay. Right. Thank you. And next we are moving for the referencing cell, right? So in this spreadsheet, most important topic is a referencing cell. Yes, referencing is a way to refer the formula or function from one cell to the next cell along the row or column. There are three types of referencing: relative reference, mixed reference, absolute referencing. So relative reference, when you drag any formula in any row or column in any direction, the formula gets copied in the new cell within the relative reference. So we can show an example in the next slide. And mixed reference, you have to remember here the dollar symbol. So dollar sign. is used to before row number or column name to make it as a constant. We have to take it as a constant to take that mixed reference. And the last topic is absolute reference. In absolute referencing, a dollar symbol is used before the column name and as well as the row number to make it as a constant if any formula. For example, you observe here the $C and $12. It means that C column and 12th row and $D and $5. So we observe that details in this picture. So I will take to the spreadsheet to explain these three topics. So yes, simply moving to the Excel. Yes, observe very clearly. I am taking to the relative reference. See here. So I had taken this quantity of that stock register. So quantity and price, I need to insert here the formula. So is equals to, what is this cell address, right, D5, and then I need to use the operator called multiply and then E5, right, enter. The value is 20, right? So we need to show a formula by using the control plus tilt symbol. Tilt. So the tilt will be available on the left side of the top. The symbol look like this. I will show. Yes, that one. So you simply drag this, automatically the value will be increased, D5, D6, D7, and then E5, E6, E7. Okay, so you need to hide the formula. Simply go for the control plus tilt. Okay, 20, 50, 12. This is comes under the relative reference. Okay, so next I am moving for the mixed reference. Mixed reference, I am taking that example called as a total and then total plus grace marks. Okay, so here the total marks will be taken as a relative reference. After then I am moving for mixed reference. So I am assigning the formula is equals to some function I am using and then the range of these row range. I am taking that and closing the value, hitting enter. Row, yes, it is the total. Okay, right, simply I am dragging that fill handle, it was applied. So I am here, I need to add these total to grace marks. So plus grace marks is there, right? Yes, so I am hitting that. So 564 plus 20 is 584. I am taking that dragging symbol to fill handle it. I had fill handle but it was not changed, right? So I will show you formulas what happened here. Yeah, right. So we had a value grace marks in the F9, but after F9, F10 value, nothing will be there. But so it's called as a relative referencing, but we need to take it as a mixed reference to make it as a constant. Okay, so I need to fix the column. Okay, and simply entering dollar symbol. Okay, right, deleting it. Drag this one. Okay, it was fixed. Ninth row is not increasing, right? Before 9, 10, 11 are there, but in here we fixed the row. It was displayed the row. See here, I am hiding the formula. Yes, it was increased. 32 plus 20 is 52, 56 plus 20 is 76. And next, absolute reference. So in this absolute reference, we need to take that constant values row followed by the column. Very good. So I am using that formula is equals to that one plus and then C7. Very good. Right. 1 plus 1 is 2, right? So sorry, I'm you have to understood this by multiplication sign. Okay, 1 into 1 is 1. Okay, so as I said that I need to add dollar symbol in front of them both, dollar and then dollar dollar. Okay, okay, right. Hiding the formula and dragging out, dragging out. See what we have done in a mistake here. We applied the uh, column followed by the row constant. So enter only that d6 and c7 value we taken. So d6 c7, you observe here d6 c7, only that d6 c7 is taken, but from here the sixth row is constant and from here c is constant, right? So I am modifying this. C is constant, right? Increasing of these value, and then 6 is constant, right? Okay, I'm taking these values. Yes, I'm hiding the formula. Yes, we had the formula, and then dragging these. Okay, right. 5 into 5 25, 4 into 5 20, 4 into 5 20. Okay, you got it now, right? Yes. So moving to the last topic is types of chart. So we had a different type of charts. So whatever the spreadsheet data converted into the pictorial representation. So column charts, bar chart, line chart, pie chart, and XY scatter chart. So by observing the image in 3, the percentage will be appear in the pie chart, and XY scatter will be the comparing of two datas, and then column and bar line charts are the similar, comparing classes of the data item in a group of comparison. Okay, thank you. I'm concluding my session. After completion of this session, you will able to understand starting library, calci, parts of calci window, entering data, formatting the worksheet, speeding up data entry, referencing, under referencing, relative reference, mixed reference, absolute reference, creating a charts. Thank you.